back to the roots, some kind of, because we're going to go through a bunch of Reddit questions today. They're hopefully going to be good, they're hopefully going to be amazing, and hopefully you can also learn something from these questions, also myself. I hope that I'm also going to learn something. Maybe there's going to be some patterns that we're going to recognize, maybe there's going to be something else, but we're going to have a look at it after the intro. As always, because it is amazing. And I still have, and it is just really kind of boring me, I'm still having one Reddit episode laying around on my HDD that I haven't uploaded yet, and it is like a week or 2 weeks old, which is kind of a really rare thing that I'm having, because I've pre-recorded it once because I wanted to have an episode, I guess, just because, and now it is laying there, and I haven't used it up to this point, and it is a kind of fucked up thing, because I don't know, it is such a late one, or it is such an, well, actually it's an early one, if you think about it in just time span ways and whatnot. But anyways, check out the description, please. If you do want to be on a podcast or on a YouTube video, or if you do want to add some music to personalize the whole experience, then just check these things out. And also the notes, which is a free summary of previous episodes. There's not going to be something that I'm going to summarize there, because I'm not going to go through an article, I'm not going to go through something of information, and therefore I'm also not going to do that. But let's actually head right into the questions. Let's actually see what we're going to find, I hope that we're going to find good questions. The first one, and I'm actually going to go through everyone, I guess, just because, I should go to the gym. I believe that going to the gym and gaining in strength helps a lot with self-improvement. First and foremost, this is mainly geared towards males under 25. Well, I would also talk about females, though. You have to be able to walk into rooms, venues, classes, knowing that this may sound cheesy as fuck, that you're the man. Well, once you recognize and can look yourself in the mirror and confidently say, I am the man, you can combat other people's problems more easy. You can combat other problems, with more ease. Honestly, you need an ego. Anyway, hope this helps. Why males under 25 specifically? Probably the feeling of inadequacy that we feel also before then is a lot of turmoil in the mind. There's blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there might be some reasons why it does make sense for people aged 25 or just below and male. But I would definitely say just go to the gym any fucking way. Whether you're male, whether you're female, whether you're 25 or you're just fucking 50. You should go to the gym. Not necessarily, but you should be working out, because I do really believe that going running, going for a jog, going hike, and all those things, they're also incredibly important, and you should also be doing that. You should be working out your cardiovascular system as well, and gain some strength, quote unquote, there as well. But on the other hand, I do also have to say, if you're strengthening your body, which means you're strengthening your spine areas, which is kind of a really important thing, your back, also your arms, also your legs, actually, because, these are all the things that are just holding you. They're holding you together. It is your muscles, Of course, you're having your bones, but and just other things, which I don't know how they're called, but the muscles play a really, really fucking big role, and you're gonna feel fucking way better. And I don't really get why such a low amount of people are actually doing something about their health. Physical health. A lot of people might be into running and shit, which is understandable, but I also think that you should be doing some workout stuff as well. For example, Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, he's doing 7-minute workouts, and it seems to be working as well. Like, you do not need to be just an hour in the gym. It kind of makes sense if you're just trying to build muscle, like I am. But if you're just trying to be healthy and whatnot, then I don't know, half an hour should also be quite fine. Besides the whole jogging thing and whatnot. I do really believe in that. I really believe in strengthening your whole body, not just parts of your body, i.e. your legs, if you're just only running. The second one is actually a quote, a Stoicism quote, which is always something nice. Your mind will be like its habitual thoughts, for the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Is this now a rhyme thing or some shit? So there seems to be actually also an explanation, I guess. Repetition is the key to success. No, whereas this truer than our thoughts, we can create a successful environment for ourselves when we work with ourselves and not against ourselves. Yeah, it actually does make sense. Whether creating a reminder, on our phone to spend an extra 5 minutes each hour to set a goal every day to write 500 words towards our first novel or anything and achievements we strive for. It begins with our thoughts. Yes, I'm actually not going to read the whole one, but it definitely begins with thoughts. But if you're thinking a lot and you're not taking any action, then, nothing is going to happen. Because it is all about action. It's all about doing shit. It's all about execution. Said that nice, actually. It's not about learning. It really is not. Unfortunately, it's not. If it was only about learning, then we all would be having a fucking six-pack. We would all be fucking rich and whatnot, But it is not about fucking learning. It is about fucking execution, about fucking doing something. And this might be a problem or some shit. I don't know. I do actually want to have a look at my messages quite quick. I've actually got some replies. Thank you so much. I'm looking into it. I'm looking it up right now. Second row at the gym right now. Wish you an incredible... I'm in a hater phase. You shouldn't... Okay. Yes, definitely thinking hard about that from the comments. Time to be a little less available for everyone and make time for my own goals. I don't even know, but I really love that. I really love just trying to help people, like on here. Anyway, I'm dropping out of college. I have been here for 2 years. It has been a struggle the whole time with my GPA fluctuation throughout it all. I got dumped over text and left this past Christmas break and my mind has gone to hell. Left this past Christmas break and my mind has gone to hell. My grades were great before and all of this, and I just can't seem to do better for myself. Never have I felt more depression or confusion as much as I have right now. People saying, talk to your academic counselor and ask about the process of taking a break for a semester or however long you need. In most schools it is pretty easy, but sometimes they have hidden rules you should know about. Your mental state comes first, but education should still be a priority, added for clarity. Oh, I see. Which is, by the way, something that I do not quite get. That you're saying, like, okay, I've added it because of this and that. We see that you've edited it, but I do not really think that you are going to edit it in a way so that it's going to be worse, I guess. At least as how you're considering it. Of course, I could also be just editing something, and I think it is great then, but a lot of people might say, like, well, I've liked it just way much before, or way more before, I'm sorry. Yeah, but I would also say, like, if college is fucking you so bad, we do really have to think about why we are in college and why we are just doing things in general. Like, because there's always something that we're trying to do. But in the end, maybe we're just seeing that whatever the fuck we're doing might not even be just leading to wherever we want to be. For example, okay, I want to have a great job or I want to make a lot of money. Yeah, you could be in college, but you could also be just having your own business. You could be also just doing your own fucking shit. Even though just being self-aware and just noticing what is working for you is just the most important part there. Because if you just know about yourself that you are a good student, that you're just good in school, that you're good at learning, that you're good at this and that, and that you also like it, then just being in that space makes sense. You're not going to be a fucking businessman then, probably, because it is not something that you're naturally good at. Of course, you can develop that skill. Of course, you can do that. But there are certain talents that we all have. I might be quite athletic, and I actually should kind of be doing something about it, I guess. But still, yes, it is what it is. It indeed is what it is. We all have talents, and we all should be giving a fuck about these talents and think about these talents and consider just doing something about these talents and not neglect them. Really important part, at least in my point of view. Oh, well, an image, be happy. Happiness is found when you stop comparing yourself to other people. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say so because, even if you're not comparing yourself to other people, which is, by the way, a huge part. And by the way, what I don't like is like this shit here, the really close space between the I and the Y. This is one of the reasons why using capital letters or small caps is a great thing, because you're not going to have such a problem. By the way, I thought about talking more about design and also designing something. Maybe this is something that I should be doing. Maybe this is something that I should be going a little bit more into. because I can, because I'm also having a passion for it, and I could accumulate so much time for design if I would actually be talking about design. I could, but I could also show how I'm doing certain things, because some people hit me up, or actually one person hit me up to this point and said like, well, how are you doing that? And I said like, okay, I'm doing it this way and that way and whatever, and I'm able to help somebody, which is a fucking good thing, and I've also seen that there is some people that are interested, even if it is just one person, it is still fucking cool, it really is. The one decision that changed my whole life. Actually, coming back to the other one, I wouldn't necessarily say that happiness is only just predicated on how much you're just comparing yourself to other people, and or how much you're not comparing yourself to other people. The one decision that changed my whole life. In July 2018, I was at rock bottom. I've been depressed and experiencing constant panic attacks at work for months. I compared my reality to the life I wanted to lead. They were polar opposites. I wanted a family, my own business, and to travel, but I was 39, single, and unemployed. I'd been living the same life for the last 20 years, and I hadn't moved forward. The one constant over those years had been alcohol. It had dominated every aspect of my life. I decided that if I wanted things to change, then alcohol could have no part in it. I decided never to drink alcohol again, and haven't had a drink since the 5th July in 2018. Since that decision, I refurbished my house in the UK and sold it. I met the love of my life, built a camper van to live in, and we traveled around Europe together. I set up my business and we now live in Portugal. I could not have imagined how amazing my life would be without alcohol. The decision changed everything for the better. Hope this helps you. Feel free to ask me questions. Those are phenomenal changes in such a short space of time. Yes, indeed. Thanks for sharing your story, and wishing you continued success. How did you meet the love of your life? Where in Portugal are you, and why did you choose it? A lot of interested people there, which is amazing. Gonna upvote this one. I like this. I like those stories, like I really do. The next one. Anyone know the history of these capital A's with the bent crossbar like this? Was this a stylistic choice? Oh, I see. The A's. I actually don't like them too much, but I like the I. Even if it is a capital I, it still has this point on it, which is probably having a name, but I don't know it. I don't know, but it's a cool one. Like it. I create this raspberry happen with love. By the way, I love raspberries. They're fucking amazing. I thought they were real. Same, these are amazing. Thank you. Would love to hear how you achieved your translucent effect. Oh, that's right, I asked once already and you were like, no, lol. Well, yeah. What is a hairpin? U-shaped pin for fastening the hair, or fastening, whatever. I see. It's cool. How we can expand our business and find new projects. Today I learned milk duds were intended to be candy spheres, but the machines produced less than round candies, which the workers called duds. The milk part of the name refers to the large amount of milk in the candy. Something that we could have expected, I guess. Another today I've learned. Honeybees keep their hives at a constant temperature around 33 Celsius. If it is too cold, they generate heat by flexing their muscles, and if it is too hot, then they vent hot air by fanning their wings. Which is probably because of their babies and or because of the honey. But I'm not sure. I don't even know if it... Well, anyway. My date gave me 3K in savings account in a year ago, and I'm thinking of baking it out to start my own business. I'm wanting to build poker tables. I've done the math, and I can build my table for 1.5K, and I want to sell for 2.4K or 3K. Is this worth the risk? Yeah, there's always going to be risk involved, especially if it is about business. But the thing is, like, you should be really, really, really thinking about it in terms of, like, is this really gonna work? Is this really gonna be something that I also like to be doing? Because if it is then gonna be a business, then you can also employ people to do that then, but yeah. Today I learned Caesar was actually pronounced Kaiser, and it is the origin of the German word Kaiser and Russian Caesar. Caesar was actually pronounced Kaiser. Well, I'm not quite sure about that. Had a flashback to Fallout New Vegas there. I thought for ages that it was just the way Americans pronounced it. Kaiser. I don't know. Is it actually pronounced Kaiser? Because I've always thought it's Caesar. Kaiser. Well, yeah. But he actually was a Kaiser. Therefore, yeah. I quit smoking weed and this is what happened. I'm interested in that. Hey everyone, I'm currently on my 20th day sober from smoking weed. To some, that might sound like a big deal. Might not sound like a big deal. But I used to smoke every day and sometimes multiple times a day. I'm getting drug tested soon, so that was a good influence, but I knew it was time to give it up as I felt like I was viewing life in the third person instead of fully being myself. Yeah, that sounds strange. Quitting a daily habit isn't easy, but the benefits are insane. I list a few. Much better sleep. I used to feel groggy and tired at mornings after smoking, but now I feel much more well rested, energized, and have crazy vivid dreams. Great self-confidence and clearer thoughts. Smoking daily can make your thoughts and brain foggy. Having a sober mentality significantly reduces anxiety and negative self-talk. Meeting new people. It's easy to be self-conscious about how you look to others, but these last 20 days have allowed me to reflect and learn about my true self. Because of that, I've met and have been able to talk to so many more people. Decrease depression and anxiety, which is the last one, which is amazing. And I think, and it is a conversation that I personally know. You know, the whole weeds debate. Is weed good for you? Is it bad for you? And I do have to say, like, I wouldn't, like, and there's always going to be a comparison to alcohol. Alcohol is bad. Weed is bad. Quite everything is bad. Of course, it just still depends on the amount of shit that you're consuming. Of course, it really does make sense, or it really does depend on that. But it also depends on who you are, about how well you're able to quote unquote digest that. But also, it comes up to just, like, in the end, I do have to say, like, just don't consume these things in general. I know, of course, I do understand that some people really want to do that because it feels good. You're going to be in another mental state. You're going to be more open. You're going to be more friendly. You're going to be even more aggressive as well, which is not something that a lot of people are going to go for, I guess. But in the end, I do have to say, just don't do these things. You know, just don't take any drugs. If it is just once a fucking year, then yeah, if it is not heroin, because it's not gonna work out then, I guess. But yeah. Case study, realizing we have control over our thoughts is incredibly liberating, yeah? We can think whatever the fuck we want, because we fucking changed it. Today I learned that gonorrhea is one of the strongest known organisms capable of pulling with a force 100 times their own body weight. This is equivalent to a human pulling 1 million kilos, 10 million kilos. Well, it still depends on how heavy you are, you know, of course. But yeah, I quit nicotine cold turkey. It's been about 2 weeks. To accept it without ignorance, to let it go with indifference. Sorry, arrogance, not ignorance, arrogance. Today I learned Smucker's Uncrustables send all of their discarded crusts to be made into animal feed. Which is fucking amazing. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Today I learned that the majority of food scrap goes to big farms. Which is good, you know, so that it is not going to be wasted. Like, I don't give a fuck. They shouldn't be wasted. I hate that. Today I learned that a doctor in the UK was targeted by vigilants because they were confusing their professional title, pediatrician, with the word what the fuck, pedophile. Well, no, not that good. Today I learned, there's actually a lot of today I learned today. Today I learned the word villain comes from the Latin word villa. A villain is a person from the village or common folk. For the wealthy, it came to represent the uncouth, treacherous, or even scoundrel, or criminal? And the last one is going to be a Stoic quote. In the morning, when thou resist unwillingly, let this thought be present: I am rising to the work of a human being. I don't get it, but I would say just be grateful for the fucking life that you're having every fucking day you're waking up, because you're having a fucking great life. And yeah, with that being said, this is going to be the end of the episode, and I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good night, and I wish you the best health, happiness, and all success, and also hope that you're gonna be a nice person, and therefore also being remembered as a nice person. 3 questions that I'm having for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? Ask yourself these questions, and I'm hopefully going to see you the next time. Yes. Bye. Have a nice day. And thank you a lot.